Hello everybody and welcome to this demo playthrough and tutorial of my solo AI variant for Ark Nova. This is a competitive bot, so you must beat its score in order to win. This is going to be a bot versus bot playthrough, and it should go pretty quick, so let's just start. This bot uses an AI deck that you must print out and shuffle up, which determines all the actions it's going to do and also the decisions for those actions. So as a result, that means this bot is very quick, very compact, and very low maintenance. Setup is pretty simple. Just set the game up normally for 2 players using the donation blockers, the base conservation project blockers, and you set yourself up just as normal. The bot, however, is set up just slightly differently. For starters, assign it a player color, give it its conservation, appeal, and reputation trackers just as normal. And as mentioned before, you are going to need to print out its AI deck and shuffle it up. Keep its supply of cubes nearby, give it a single X token, and also a face-down final scoring card. On top of that final scoring card, you'll have to place cubes as according to your difficulty level. For easy, there'll be no cubes. Normal, there'll be 1, hard, 2, etc. The one thing that you do need to know before you can start playing is what the bot does with its X tokens and how it gains more. So on most action cards, there will be a power level as according to the amount of X tokens that they have, similar to how you have a power level as according to your card row at the bottom of your zoo map. Instead of that, the bot has X tokens to determine that power level. How does it gain more X tokens? Every single time that there's a break, no matter who caused the break, the bot will gain an additional X token. So as the game progresses and the more breaks that have occurred, the more powerful the bot's actions will be. There is a limit to the amount of X tokens it can have, so the maximum will be 5. And when it gets its 5th X token, it will also get a partnership and a university for free immediately. I'll explain how it gets those a little bit later. But last, for every break after that, you will, instead of giving it an X token, just give it another partnership and university for free immediately. Alright, so we're just going to begin. I'll explain everything as it comes up. So yellow player here is going to start by flipping over its top action card. So when it's its turn, flip over an action card. So you're going to do the action. So first of all, it gains a reputation. So yellow player gains a reputation. On this track, there's tons of bonuses and stuff. Always ignore any bonuses on that track. Okay, second thing, we look at its power level. It's at power level 1, so what does it do? It wants a university and partnership. So it doesn't need workers. It doesn't place workers. It just takes this stuff. So it wants one of each. Okay, so first of all, let's start actually with the university since that's a little bit easier. First, look at the decision card here at the top of its deck, and it will show you from left to right its priority. So it's prioritizing the double science icon, university. And of course, it's the first turn of the game. They're going to take that because it's available. If that one wasn't available, then you'd look at the second one and third, etc. Now for the partnership, though, the first priority is going to be base conservation project. So as you see there, that conservation project icon shows that's its first priority. So we'll look if there any priority. So first of all, it's Asia. Okay, so Asia is the priority here. So it will take Asia. Pretty easy. So that's it. First turn done for the yellow bot. So red bot here, we're going to flip over the card. Okay, so first we're going to advance the break token 2 steps. Pretty simple. Bam, bam. All right, so the next one, so we see it's still at power level 1. It's going to take a card and gain 2 appeal. So let's just do the 2 appeal because that's self-explanatory. But the card is pretty easy too. So on the decision card, there's going to be 2 numbers. Card number 3 and card number 6. So when it is to only take 1 card, you just choose which one of those 2 cards the bot's going to take. Okay, so looking at these cards, let's say it just takes this one. Doesn't matter, just keep it in its supply. It doesn't really do anything with these cards, and refill the row. There you go. Bot number 2, turn 1, already done. Wait, I actually forgot. When the bot plays its cards, if you have any sponsor cards that trigger when other players play certain icons, those icons trigger for you. Forgot to mention that. All right, so it's bot yellow's turn again. So we flip over a new action card. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's doing cards as well. So 2 break token movements. And then it's going to get 2 appeal in a card. So let's just give it the 2 appeal. And the card is pretty easy again. So 4 and 5. Which one? Let's just call it this one. Why not? So again, let's say, for example, you had a sponsor card that triggered when birds are played. You would get your trigger. So there you go. Refill the row. And that was super easy. All right, so red bot. Okay, they're going to do this build card, a reputation. Remember what I said? No bonuses are triggered on that track. And, well, this one's even easier because at power level 1, it does nothing. So there you go. Red bot, turn 2 already done. All right, yellow bot. It's going to get, aha, here we go. This is the bonus action card. So it has the standard actions, build cards, whatever. But there's also a bonus action card. There's 2 of them. So this bonus action card shows, first of all, it gains an appeal and moves the break token. So give it an appeal, move the break token. And it also says draw and play an AI card with +1 X token. So basically, the next card drawn will be at the next power level up. And that's just what it's going to do. But you see here at the bottom, there's a condition. If that, support a conservation project instead of gaining a conservation point. Well, what does that mean? Well, in its deck, there's one special action card. Now, this special action card is pretty simple. It will just gain a conservation point, and this symbol means it will reset and reshuffle its action deck. So as you can see, if this special action card is the next card drawn, if that reshuffle icon, it will support a conservation project instead of gaining 1 conservation point. Okay, so that's what that bottom part means. But that's not the next card. So let's just shuffle it up and we'll draw the next card. Okay, so this first action here at the top is called Fund a Conservation Project. So that is an action that's special to the bot, which involves putting a money token on a conservation project that is not yet supported. So how does it know which conservation project that it wants to put money on? Well, look at the decision card. So it shows here a number 1. That means number 1 from the left. So if we look at the base conservation projects, the first from the left here, it hasn't supported that project yet, so it will place a money token on top of that base conservation project. Now, of course, since I'm doing a bot versus bot, I'm not going to use money tokens just because that will get kind of confusing. And let's instead just place one of its cubes there, but you'd place a money token. So what's the point of it funding these conservation projects? Well, basically, it can only support a conservation project that it is already funded. So imagine like these money tokens are representative of the bot playing certain particular icons that it needs for that project. All right, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of that in the future, so I'll explain it again when it comes up again. Oh yeah, and don't forget that this bonus card was played before. So instead of at power level 1, we're going to be at power level 2. So what's power level 2? It's going to gain 3 appeal. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the point of that bonus card, is to sort of boost the bot temporarily. Yeah. So anyways, red bot is going to do, oh, here we go, another bonus card. So it gains 1 appeal, and it moves the break token 1. All right, and then it says draw and play an AI card with +1 power. So let's see what happens. All right, it's going to build again. So let's move that reputation tracker. And again, power level 1 is here, but since it played its bonus card, it's now power level 2. So it's going to gain another card. So it gains 5 or 6. Let's just pick this one. Who cares? It really doesn't matter. All right, red bot already done again. All right, here we go. Yellow bot is going to build. So that's a easy one again. 1 reputation, as you see. Power level 1 still. No further bonus. All right, red bot here. Aha, yes, here we go. Funding a conservation project. All right, we already know how to do that since we just did it. Funding a conservation project. Which one does it want to fund? Well, 3rd from the left that it hasn't supported yet. So it hasn't supported any, obviously. But it's going to fund. Now remember, it would put money tokens there. But since I need to differentiate 2 bots, let's put its cube on the 3rd from the left. So it's starting to work on that habitat diversity project. Okay? And here we are again, looking at our power level 1. It gets 2 appeal. So give it 2 appeal. It is neck and neck, almost literally. Okay, so yellow bot, here we go. Another build. Okay, so it's going to gain a reputation. Now, as you notice here, see, it's traversing over this bonus, it doesn't get anything. It doesn't need these. All right, so just don't give it anything. And of course, we already know power level 1 build card is no further bonus. All right, red bot again. Red bot. Aha, here we go. Association. It's going to gain another reputation. Wow, they're really elongating this first break. So at power level 1, it's going to want a partnership and a university. So the university it wants is that 5-card hand limit one, and it takes it. Now, as you notice, I'm not giving it that reputation or anything. Yeah, it just takes it. It doesn't use these. All right, and partnerships, again, first priority is going to be the conservation project. So we already know the base conservation project, the Asia one, that one's already taken. So which one does it want? Well, let's look from left to right. It wants Australia. Okay, so give it that Australia one. There you go, it's done. That was the association power level 1 action. Alrighty, let's go back to the yellow bot. Next card, aha, break token, 2 steps. Ah, so close to that first break. Alright, we're still at power level 1. It wants a 2 appeal and a card. So let's give it the 2 appeal. And it's going to take card 3 or 5. Really doesn't matter. It's going to take 5 and refill the display. Okay, red bot. Ah, yes, here we go. Sponsor level 1. We're going to break. It triggered the break. And power level 1, it gets 1 appeal. Pretty easy card here. All right, so it triggered the break. You know what that means. The only thing that the bot needs is an X token. That's it. It doesn't get any income. It doesn't do anything else at all. It just gets an X token. But of course, you have to do the normal breaky things, you know. So you do that. Alrighty, back to the yellow bot. And we know that since there just was a break, now the bots are all at power level 2. So we'll draw the next card. Okay, here we go. It's the bonus action card. It gains an appeal and moves the break token 1 step. And now we have to draw and play another AI card with +1 power. So here we go. Association. All right, association. It gains a reputation. All right, but now we're not at power level 2 because it just played the bonus card that's power level 3. All right, it wants a university and partnership again, and it gains a reputation again. So let's just give it that reputation since that's easy. And university or partnership, and partnership. So it's going to get the 5-card hand limit one. There we go. And what does it want? Well, there's no more base conservation projects that involve countries, and it wants Australia. It wants Australia as well. Since it's back, it gets that Australia. All right, that's it. Association. All right, red bot wants cards, so it's going to break 2. Boom, boom. And it's at power level 2, so it gets 2 appeal, and it takes another card. So we'll give it 2 appeal. It's going to take a card, 4 or 5. Let's take number 5. All right, and yellow bot. Here we go. Yellow bot sponsors, so it's going to break 3. Aha, now the break's really going. And here we go. Power level 2 just gains 1 appeal. Very, very minor action. All right, red bot. Bonus. Uh-oh, here we go. So it's going to gain an appeal. Break token 1 step. It's getting closer to that 3rd Dex token already. Draw and play an AI card with +1 power. Here we go. It is animals. Okay, actually, this is a good thing because now we have this decision card that's special. The special decision card says, use the current action card as its own decision card, flip it over to use its decision side, then flip it back when finished. Okay, so this first action of the animals card is fund a conservation project, and we do need to know which card is it going to fund. So let's flip it over and let's see. Okay, it's showing card number 1. So conservation project card number 1 from the left. This Asia one, there you go. It puts a funding token. Remember, those are supposed to be money tokens. And we're at power level 2, so it gains 3 appeal. Okay, so that's the special decision card. It's just use the current action card as its own decision card. Simple as that. Okay, so yellow player. Animals. Okay, it's also funding stuff. So it wants to fund a conservation project number 3. Okay, so it's also competing with this red bot for card number 3. And it's power level 2, so it gains 3 appeal. Boom, boom, boom. It's still neck and neck. All right, on to the red bot's turn, and we know that this is the special action card, so there's only one of this card in the deck. Okay, and it basically says get a conservation point and reset and reshuffle the deck. So that's the signal of when do you shuffle this deck again? Well, when this card pops up. All right, so let's give it that conservation point, and we'll reset its deck. Very, very easy. All right, yellow bot, here we go. Sponsors, 3. Oh, yes, it's enough. Okay, it's enough to make the break happen. And we're still at power level 2, so it just gains 1 simple appeal. Now, the break happened. You know what happens. The bot gets another X token, so it's ramping up for sure real fast now. So we do the normal breaky stuff, and yada, yada, yada. All right, there you go. That's the yellow bot. Red bot wants... well, cards. 2 more break token movements. And here we are. It's power level 3. It wants 2 cards and 4 appeal. So let's give it the 4 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it wants 2 cards. So now there's no choice. It's taking 3 and 5 no matter what. So let's give it number 3. And we'll give it number 5. And don't forget, when there's a sponsor card that you have that triggers, oh, like for example this one. Every time a primate icon's played in any zoo, you get 3 money. Well, if one of those cards was primates, then, yeah, you get that trigger. All right, that was the red bot's turn. Here we are on to the yellow bot, and we know, well, it's the final card here. Special action card. It's going to gain a conservation point, and it resets its deck. Well, that's pretty easy because it was the final card of its deck. All right, now the bots are really going to start moving. So here we go, red bot. Oh, here we go. This is actually a good example. All right, so it's the bonus action card. It gains an appeal. It gains the break token movement. It says draw and play an AI card with +1 strength. If it's the special action card, it will support a conservation project instead of gaining a conservation point. So let's flip that over. We already know it's the special action card. All right, so instead of that 1 conservation point, it's going to support a conservation project. So let me explain now, how does that work? Okay, so pretty easy. First thing to know is that it can only support conservation projects that it's previously funded. Okay, so on the decision card, it shows card number 3 from the left is the one that it wants to support, and it has funded that one. So now we're going to count how many money tokens are on that card, and if there's only 1, then it's going to put its cube on the lowest numbered condition of that card. If there's 2 or more, then it's going to put it on the highest numbered condition of that card. So remove all money tokens on that card and put its cube on that appropriate condition. So it gains the conservation points. So this time it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Now just like the reputation track, it's going to ignore these bonuses. If it crosses one of these bonuses that you can take, just take one randomly and it gets nothing for it. Okay, so that's the red player's turn supporting a conservation project. Yellow player's turn. All right, flip over an action card, and it's funding a conservation project. So project number 2 is its priority. So it puts a money token on conservation project number 2 from the left. Oh, we're at power level 3, so it's 4 appeal this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, they really are going back and forth. All right, red bot. Sponsors card breaks 3 steps, and it's power level 3, so it gets 2 more appeal. So boop, boop. Easy peasy. So you can see how fast this bot can actually run. So here we are, yellow bot. It's going to gain a reputation, and it's power level 3, so it's going to gain a card and 1 appeal. So it gains an appeal. It's going to gain a card number 4 or 5. I'll just give it this one. It really doesn't matter. Okay, red bot. Red bot wants another reputation, and same thing, card and an appeal. Gets an appeal, and it's going to take a card. Which card? 2 or 4. I get to choose when there's only 1 card. Let's say this one. I don't know. Let's say there was a card that I had, a sponsor card that had something to do with reptiles. I would have just really made bank right there. Alrighty, yellow bot. Here we go. It's the bonus card. All right, gains an appeal and a break token movement. Draw an extra card with a +1 strength. All right, here we go. It's 2. Ah, there it is, another break. And we are at +1 in strength because of that bonus card. So strength 4 4 appeal, 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 cards. Which 2 cards? Number 2 and number 5. Number 2, number 5. All right, and it's the break. So here we are. We're almost already at maximum power level. So the first started off pretty slow, and then it really ramped up. So we do our normal breaky things, and here we are at power level 4, red bot. Almost max level. All right, it's going to fund a conservation project, number 1. So it puts a money token on that card. And power level 4, it gets 5 appeal now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see how it ramps up. All right, the yellow player. Building. All right, here we go. See, building, as you see, it gets more and more powerful as it goes. So it gains a reputation. And it's going to take a card, 2 appeal, and fund a conservation project. So there's the 2 appeal. It's going to take card number 1 or 3. Let's take that one. And it's going to fund a conservation project. Which one? Number 3. Since it hasn't supported that project yet, it keeps putting money tokens on it. And back to the red bot. All right, it's going to build as well. So it gains another reputation. It's going to gain 2 appeal, gain a card number 3 or 4. And now we look at the decision card. It wants to fund project number 2. And we're back to the yellow bot. So it's going to do sponsors, breaking 3. And it's going to do a power level 4, just 2 appeal. Boop, boop. And then red, association, here we go. Association, power level 4. It's going to first get its reputation like always. And power level 4 is supporting a conservation project. Okay, so supporting a conservation project, which one? Number 1 if it can, and it can. So remember, you remove all money tokens from that card. If there was only 1, it would support the lowest numbered condition. But since there's more than 1, it's supporting the highest numbered condition. So it's going to get 3 conservation points. So 1, 2, 3. Remember, if it's going to take one of these bonus tiles, just take one off randomly. Okay? And that's it for that association action. So next turn here is sponsors again, breaking 3 more steps, almost at that maximum level. Again, power level 4 is only 2 appeal. Boom, boom. And the red bot is going to, have its bonus card. So it's another appeal, another break token movement. We're going to draw another card. And this time it's going to be at power level 5. All right, here it is. So another 3 break token movements. Another break. So the bots will be at maximum power after this. So since the bot played its bonus card, this is now at power level 5. Gains 3 appeal. 1, 2, 3. And this is placing a cube on its final scoring card. That's it. So now we resolve the break, and it's going to get its 5th and final X token. And when it gets that final X token, it's also going to get a partnership and university for free immediately. And from now on, every break is going to be just that. Let's see which ones they want to take. All right, so this one actually is the special decision card. So flip over the current action card. So it already has the 5 hand limit one. And so it wants the 2 reputation one. So it gains that, nothing else happens. And for the partnership, remember the first priority is always base conservation project requirement, but it already has that. So we look in priority order. Australia already has that. Next one is Europe, so it takes Europe. And the red bot already has this one, so it wants the double science icons one. There it is. And again, first priority is the conservation project, Asia, so it takes Asia. All right, let's keep it moving. Yellow bot, easy action, special action, gets a conservation point and resets its deck. Red bot, association, here we go. So it's a reputation again, and it's power level 5. So from now on, it's all power level 5. And this action is, instead of supporting just any conservation project, it's going to support the conservation project that has the most of its money on it. So the one that has the most money on it is this conservation project. Only 1 money, so it places it on the lowest numbered condition. Gets 2 conservation points. Again, flipped over this bonus tile, it takes a random one off. And it's going to make a donation. So it's going to place its token on the cheapest donation space, gaining its conservation point, just like normal. All right, and it's the yellow player's turn again, and it sponsors breaking 3. 1, 2, 3. And here we are. It's the power level 5, 3 appeal, and it's going to place a token on its final scoring card. So 1, 2, 3, and the card. All right, red bot. Animals, it's going to fund. Oh, wait. But it's already supported all conservation projects, so it won't do that funding anymore. Power level 5, 6 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yellow's turn. Flip it over. Special action card. Gains a conservation point. Resets its deck already. Red player wants cards, so it's going to move the break token too. And here's another unique action. So this action means that the bot wants to check the display row to see if there are any conservation projects in it. If so, then it's going to immediately take it and support it. So let's check the display row, and yes, there is. There's a conservation project right here. So it takes the conservation project, places it above the association board, just like a player would. It's going to immediately support it. Where it places its cube is on the rightmost condition. If you want to make the game more difficult, then you can place it on the center or leftmost condition. But since we're playing on normal difficulty mode, we'll place its cube on the rightmost condition and give it those conservation points. Reset the row and go on to the yellow player's turn. So yellow player is going to build at power level 5, gaining another reputation and 3 appeal. 1, 2, 3. And the last action here is placing a money token on its final scoring card. Oops, I almost forgot to give it its card. So card number 5 or 6. Let's just give it that one. That's it. All right, red player. Special action, gets a conservation point, and resets its deck. Yellow player. Animals. Okay, so it's going to fund a conservation project. Special decision card, it uses the own backside. Number 2. So places a money token on card number 2. That's it. And we're at power level 5, so 6 more appeal. Oops, I realized I moved the wrong marker when red reset its deck. All right, red player is going to get a bonus action. So 1 appeal, 1 break. But of course, we're already at power level 5, so this really doesn't have any more effect. Okay, animal card. The funding has no effect. It's already supported all conservation projects. So it's just going to get 6 more appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yellow player, special action, gets a conservation point, resets its deck. All right, red player, building, power level 5, gets another reputation. Gonna take a card 3 or 5. Let's just take that one. And 3 appeal. 1, 2, 3. It's getting close to that ending. Puts a money token on its final scoring card. All right, yellow player, it wants cards. Breaking 2. Boom, boom. Almost at another break. And it wants to support a conservation project from the display row if it can. Are there any conservation projects? No. So instead, it's just going to take 2 cards and get 4 appeal like normal. So the 2 cards are cards 1 and 4. It's just taking so many cards, and it gets 4 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4. It really needs to start supporting some conservation projects. It's so ready. All right, red player. Another bonus card, which won't really affect it. So it gets that. Triggers another break. And this is cards. So 2 more break, but that doesn't affect anything. Are there any conservation projects in the row? Nope. And then instead, we're going to get 2 cards, 1 and 3. Card number 1, card number 3, and 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's getting closer and closer. So remember what I said before, any further break after they've gotten their 5th X token means they just get partnerships and universities. Yellow player already has all universities, so this has no effect. Partnership, looking from left to right, it wants Americas. Red player only has 1 more university left to take, but unfortunately it is not available, so nothing happens there. And for its partnership, going from left to right, it wants Europe. All right, yellow player's turn. They're going to do cards, break token 2 steps. Are there any conservation projects in the display row? No. So it's going to take 2 cards, 4 appeal. Card number 4 and 5, and 4 appeal. Red player's turn, and they're going to do sponsors. So breaking 3 steps and 3 appeal. 1, 2, 3, and puts a cube on their final scoring card. Yellow player, bonus action card. That's 1 appeal, 1 break token movement, draws an extra card, and it's build. So 1 reputation, then it's 1 card, 3 or 6, gets 3 appeal, 1, 2, 3, and this action again is money token on their final scoring card. Red player, animals. We already know it can't fund any more of these conservation cards, so it's just going to get 6 more appeal. Yellow player is building, gaining a reputation, gaining a card, 3 appeal, and 1 more money token onto their final scoring card. Red player getting close to crossing their markers, so their next action is building, gaining a reputation, gaining a card, 3 appeal, and another money token on their final scoring card. Alright, come on, yellow player, you need to start supporting conservation projects. So let's see. Nope, not yet. It's going to be sponsors. Okay, it triggers another break, gets 3 more appeal and 1 more cube on their final scoring card. Now again, and when there's a break and they already have their 5th X token, they gain a partnership and a university. But unlike a player that's limited to 4 partnerships, the bot can have all 5. Alright, red player's turn. Association. They're going to gain a reputation, but they've already supported all conservation projects, so they won't do anything there, but they will make a donation, gaining a conservation point. Alright, yellow player, and okay, it's the association, so they're going to get a reputation, and they're going to finally support a conservation project that has the most money tokens on it. So let's see which one that is. Alright, there's a tie between number 2 and number 3. So which one is it? Number 3. And don't forget, along with that, they're going to make a donation as well. So they remove all money tokens, and since there's more than one, they're going to place it on the highest value condition, gaining 5 conservation points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're getting rid of these tokens. Also making a donation, so 1 more conservation point. Alrighty, another turn for red player, and it's cards. So 2 break token movements, and is there a conservation project in the display row? Oh, there is. Okay, so just like a player, you'll shift these down, places it here. He'll gain that reputation, again, just like a player. And remember, at this difficulty level, they're going to place it on the rightmost condition, gaining 3 conservation points. They're so close. Yellow player is doing sponsors, breaking another 3 steps, putting another cube on their final scoring card, and getting another 3 appeal. They are also getting close. Red player has an easy turn here. Another special action card, conservation point, resets its deck. Another turn for yellow player, and it's association. Here we go. So another reputation, and it's going to support a conservation project with the most money tokens on it, and a donation. Alright, so the middle one has the most tokens on it, so it supports that condition. 5 conservation points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a donation. That's another point. It's catching up. Alright, red player's so close. And it's animals. Again, it cannot fund any more conservation projects. It's just already funded them all. So it gets 6 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it crossed. Okay. So when someone crosses, the other player gets another turn, just like a normal game. Alright, this is the yellow player's final turn. Alright, they're going to do animals. They're going to fund a conservation project. Which one? Number 2. Okay, so if we look at the base conservation projects, he's already funded number 2. He's already supported number 2. So now we'll go to the projects above the board. So project number 2 is this one. And of course, last, he's going to get 6 more appeal points. Alright, that's it. So now we go to final scoring. So every cube on their final scoring card is a conservation point, and every money token on their final scoring card is an appeal point. So yellow has 4 conservation, 3 appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. That's their final score. And red is 3 conservation, 2 appeal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So counting yellow's final score, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And red has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So red wins 12-8. Wow, that was a close game. Oh yeah, after I edited this and watched it back, I totally forgot to score something. So at the end of the game, the bots score one more appeal point for every leftover money token on conservation projects. So Yellowbot should have had 2 more appeal points, so it would have been 12 to 10. Okay, that's it, thanks. So I hope this little demo playthrough tutorial was very helpful in showing you how simple this is to run. If you have any questions or comments, please message on the BGG forums, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.